My name is Alexandria Shriek, and welcome to our 5x5 series with the Global Energy Show. I'm so pleased to have Whitney from Spartan Controls here today. She comes from a technical background in oil and gas, as well as power, and now is on the business development side at Spartan. Welcome, Whitney.
Hi, thanks.
Spartan Controls has been in the automation industry for about 60 years. That's a fairly long time. Will you tell us what the landscape looks like today and what's driving the industry forward?
A lot of the technology that we are seeing being adopted by customers today actually has been around for quite a while, but I think just the current challenges like workforce shortages, the drive to, I think, leverage AI, because AI is the one thing that's really advanced in the last couple of years. But the technologies that our customers are utilizing today are things like advanced analytics and machine learning. So lots of predictive maintenance and anomaly detection. Those things have been around for a while, but they, I think, are getting their foundations set up to be able to leverage AI because they're not quite ready to utilize AI in that capacity. So they are taking advantage of more things like edge computing. Digital twin technology is definitely something that is being adopted heavily in the industry, and that will help with getting the workforce, the experience.
Like, what's one myth that you wish you could dispel? Like, we hear like AI, machine learning, like all these different automations. Like, is there one myth you wish you could like dispel because you see all the actual real life applications out there?
I honestly don't have any examples that I can give you where we're like truly using AI because our data. So to be able to leverage AI, you need like a massive amount of data. And so because like, for example, like oil and gas is a private sector, right? So like customers are not sharing data and we haven't been collecting data for a long period of time. So you need a lot of data in order to train models to actually really leverage AI. So I think that's like one of the things that I don't know, some of our customers don't realize like the volume of data that you require and like how clean the data needs to be. So they need to invest in like their foundation, like data foundation, in order to, I think, leverage technologies like that. Does that make sense?
Totally. I can definitely see that perspective of like, it's like AI is not going to solve all your problems, but then B, it's like maybe some customers are asking the wrong question, and what they're really looking for is pattern recognition to add value through fewer downtimes and better maintenance.
Honestly, the biggest problem that we just see is adoption. And I think everyone has that issue with technology. It's like you don't realize like how much effort it takes to change a process in the way that people do things in an organization. So to actually like, you can go spend all this money on fancy technology, but if nobody uses it, then it's a complete waste of money. And you're going to spend probably 5 times the amount of money and effort to actually change your processes to integrate that technology.
So then, true or false, would you say the best way to implement automation is by having really strong leadership, assuming you have good technology?
Yes, you need very strong leadership. And you need, I think, change management strategy and plan is really, really important. And to take like a holistic view on, how that technology is going, how you're going to integrate that into your current processes, and then how you're going to train the people that are going to be using it, and then to drive adoption.
Totally. I think you're hitting it on the head there, where usually we only think of bringing in change management when there's a layoff or some like oil prices crash. But when we're adopting these new automations that can add tremendous value, it's thinking it from a change management perspective. That's a really good point. We've heard that recently Spartan Controls invested in a really big way into Northern Polytechnic. Will you tell us a little bit more about why Spartan Controls would do that, and then what is the organization hoping to gain from kind of investment in young people?
Yeah, so Spartan's actually invested in education. It's been one of their core values. And the training center will give students hands-on experience with real-world automation technology that they'll actually encounter in job sites. So we think that's really valuable. And we're focused on not just training for today, but kind of preparing for the evolving demands. And it's a really exciting time to be in this field. And we want to make sure we attract talent and inspire and empower them to lead the next generation.
So we're in a really interesting moment in the market right now, both in oil and gas and in emerging technologies. We're seeing a lot of rapid change, both our local backyard as well as across the border down south. And I'm curious, what kind of challenges Spartan facing right now?
Many organizations invest a lot of money in automation or digital tools, but they really struggle to fully integrate them to a lot of fragmented processes, organizational silos, and resistance to change. So at Spartan, we really believe the opportunity lies in helping customers kind of evolve their processes to take full advantage of technology.
Totally. I think we hear all the time about companies that buy the big fancy technology, but then have no idea how to actually implement. And then maybe in your role, part of that is troubleshooting and helping some of our colleagues make that technology very much a reality and value driven. Thank you so much for joining us on our 5x5 series. We look forward to seeing you June 10th to 12th right here in Calgary. Thank you.